Hello, my lovely people. Welcome to my channel. It's Josephine Boto Alexandra. This is my channel, guys. Thank you very much, guys, for those who have been subscribing to my channel, liking, commenting, guys. My best subscribers, my lovely people who always think about me. Thank you, guys. Please, for those who didn't subscribe yet, guys, I'm still begging you. At this moment, I'm just here begging you guys to subscribe to my channel so that my channel will grow. Guys, this is the main reason why we are forever begging people to subscribe to our channel so that it will grow. You need to subscribe, you need to watch, you need to like, comment, or say anything. It's really needed just to say your opinion. It's not really that whenever a person is recording herself, it's like she know a lot, or maybe it's just a matter of sharing. It's all about sharing, and there's a lot that we can share in life. Please subscribe so that you got a notification anytime whenever I'm uploading a video. Guys, without wasting time in today's video, I just want to talk about, or I just want to discuss with my fellow parents. Whoever think a parent is just not someone who's having or like giving birth to a child, but parents, you can become a parent to someone just because you are taking care of that person, or any matured person who think like, no, he can able to take care of a child there. To me, they are all parents, because I have siblings, I have cousins who are not yet having kids, but they are all parents to my kids. I have been seeing them involving in the life of my kids, and I took them like they are also parents. They are also parents. So, guys, in this topic which I'm having today is about who exactly, who do you expect exactly to discipline your child? Guys, I'm having this heavily question because of what happened in my life recently about my child. I'm having two kids, which are all boys. One is 13 years. My firstborn is 13 years. He's going to turn 14. And the second one is 2 years. My last born is 2 years. And my 2 years boy is, he used to go to school, which is a kindergarten. It's a daycare and a kindergarten, because during school time he used to go to school, but during holiday also he used to be there, because their holiday is not my holiday, where I can say, the holiday I have to be home to be with him. And if he's not going to school, obviously I will take him somewhere where he have to pay again, and I cannot afford to pay double. So, and I have this question because I've been seeing that at some point, I don't know whether we let people do wrong things to our kids, or that's how it have to be. I remember there was a day, I don't know whether I spoke about it in the previous video, or I'm just saying it for the first time. Like I said, my son used to go to school, but there was this day where I went to pick my child at the wrong time. I went to pick him, I think it was around 12 to 1 day, and I found him like beaten. Like, I didn't found him like maybe I was told or having some marks that he was beaten. I just found the teacher discipline. Kama is discipline, but to me it was just something else, guys. If I'm just thinking of this, I just used to feel like I want to cry. And like now I'm a bit emotional, because it just what happened yesterday is just almost something which happened 2 months back now about the teacher. I went to that school, and like coming to the main door, to the main gate, whenever you are opening it, it's like there's a sound. So I found that gate is not closed. Okay. And like every time whenever you are entering that gate, it's just close to the one. It's always opposite to the door, to the window of their class, where the teacher will always see who is coming from the gate. Okay, I passed the gate, it was not closed. So when I went straight to the class where my son was, I found the teacher is standing, and my son was sitting with the other two boys, if I'm not mistaken. I cannot recall, but I think it's like there were three boys, and she was beating them like on the head, beating them like this. And guys, do you know how old is my son? He's 2 years. You know, beating them with a stick, and it was on the head. So now I found my son is sitting. They are all sitting on the floor. They are eating, and they are sitting on the floor. And I don't know whether it was my son's turn to be beaten. I don't know. It just happened. And you know how God works. You know, if He really wants you to say something, it will happen. You'll see it. And if He wants to expose you, still He will do it. So to me, I was in shock. And I remember that day is the day that I received a news from my grandmother. Like, my grandmother passed away. That's why when I went there to pick Junior, it was like, to go pick Junior, then I'll go pack my things so that we go home. So I was shocked. And I know she was also shocked. You know, Junior, the moment, because I just went straight to the class, straight to the door. When I just came on the, like, coming on the class in front of the door, Junior was sitting and he was under the slab and some, you know, under the, he was looking at me. Then he decided to stand up because he saw me now, like, my mother is here. God, you sent me, mom, at the right time. When he saw me, he was trying to stand up. Then the teacher still was like, then I realized that the teacher saw something like, no, there's someone, because Junior is giving it so much, like he want to help himself. So when she saw me, the teacher now, I know she was shocked. The reaction was just like, you know, I was shocked. You know, for someone who was already having a bad news, you know, I'm not a violent person. Because, you know how you love your child, guys. The love of your child, then you found your child under someone's attack, guys. This was a big temptation. I remember how I felt. I felt it. Guys, what I felt. Every time, whenever I'm just thinking this, I just like, God, why? I felt it. I just said, no. I said, please pack the things for Junior. I'm going with him. I'm sorry, guys. I don't really mean to cry, but yeah, sometimes how things happen. You know, I saw my child crying, then he just came straight to me and hugged me. Like, I was like, okay, it's okay. It's okay, baby, it's okay. Okay, we left. I didn't say anything because I could not say anything that time. I was still in the shock. In the shock that I came with there, and plus the shock of what happened to my child. Okay. All that time when I was home preparing for the burial of my grandmother, I was just like, how will I tell this person? My child is still going to the same school. I was failing until when I think it was the second day bringing him, like, I texted her, like, please don't ever discipline kids like that. That's not disciplining. You know, you can discipline a child in the other way. Imagine beating a child on the head, and if it was on the body, still, you know, these are the things which used to happen at daycare. And your child will come sick, still you don't know what happened to your child. This is something which I saw. And I know maybe I'm the only parent who saw this now. Like, and it was not only my child that I saw. Okay. Anything, your child will come from school not feeling well, will give you a bad sign, then you'll be like, no, maybe just normal. This child was beaten. Okay. Now again, for me to question the same question, like, where exactly do you expect to discipline your child, or in which way? It's yesterday, maybe around 8 to 9 in the evening. Like, we are renting a house, let me say 3-bedroom house, and we are sharing it with some couples. So now the door was opened. The door, when it was opened, there is another child, just our neighbor, who came at our house. And those kids, Kama Junior was inside the house, and those kids, that cowboy was outside. It's just also almost the same age with Junior. Junior is 2 years, 9 months. And that one, he might be just 2 years, 3 or 4 months, which is younger than Junior. But by looking at them, you can really say Junior is bigger than him, but there is a different. You can really say that he is bigger than him. So now, the child, Junior was trying to close the banger of the door, and that child just came in the door. I think the fingers he closed the door first, then it stepped on his finger, then that boy started crying. The mother was outside. Me, I was inside the house. So now the mother came and slapped Junior. So now me, I was in the sleeping. I went to take the bathroom so that I would take Junior to go shower. When I came, I just met Junior was crying. I can really tell that he's angry. Junior is having that anger where, there's that thing when he fell down. He will cry like, "Mommy, I fell down." But there's that time when he's beaten, and not by me, not by, by some, but by strange. You can really tell that there's a bad side, there's a strange side. So I tried to cool him down. I tried, "Babe, what happened?" He was just crying. Then I decided to go outside. When I went outside, I found 3 ladies there. One is the one that we are sharing a house with. One is just a neighbor. And one is the mother of that child, the one who beat there. Then I was like, okay, when I was going outside, I found a boy who was also the big one. Maybe, let me say, he's in grade 2 or grade 3. Someone who up to maybe 10 years or 11 years there. Then I asked the boy, no, Junior was beaten by the mother of this boy. Junior tried to close the door, then he stepped the finger stepped the boy with a bangler. Then the mother beated him. Hush, guys. It's the same pain. Now I was like, okay, I'm imagining it, how it happened. I was still imagining how it could happen. Like, this is something which used to happen, especially where you are not looking at the child. It's something which can happen when someone is going at the wrong place, like a long space. Let me say a wrong space. Let me say it happened always to kids. Ne? But I was shocked, like, for someone come to beat my child at my house, and it's like my child was trying to close the door, which it was the right thing. But even if a mistake which is happened between a child and a parent come there slapping whoa, I felt bad. I really felt bad. I went outside and I asked those ladies, and everyone was just saying no. They didn't say anything. I realized that they told each other, no, let's not say anything. I don't know what was happening outside when I was not there. And I'm sure they saw Junior when he came inside crying, and they knew that my child doesn't go outside without me following. I do that because I know what happened to kids. I'm that person who always look at where my child is going, because I know my child can play with things. I know that, a kid, just a kid. And they know, and I think they also expected me to come, or anyone coming, either me or my husband. So now that time, my husband he was not around, but he escorted one of his friends who was at our house. And that time now, when I was trying to make Junior to be quiet after receiving that news, that's the time when he came. And he was angry, like, what happened? I said, no, he just came from there crying, and something like that. And he was like, no, how can you let, I know his father was just too much upset and worse than me. Then while I was trying to cool him, then cooling two people at the same time, my husband was angry, like, no, you cannot leave the child outside. I said, no, babe, I was not outside. And you know how fast is your son. Like this movement, the moment you face here is already on top of the other thing. So now, then later, he was just going, my husband was just on like, no, he was angry. And I knew he tested something. He was also like, yes, let me say it. He was a bit drunk. There's no way you can fight with someone who's not at you. So what I did, I told him, like, no, babe, you're just complaining of me not looking at Junior, but he was at the door, like, he was trying to close. And to make the matter worse, it's not me, like, it's not like Junior fell down. He was beaten. Hey, by that time, that lady went already to their flat. My husband had to go there. call the lady, hey, you! How can you beat my... Now it was worse. To be honest, I could look. That lady came. Now I was like, I don't know whether that lady also, when maybe, you know, to be honest, I hate alcohol. I don't drink alcohol for one thing because I always want to be normal. I don't drink alcohol because I always want to be at my own senses to act, you know, if I'm not enough, let me just be not enough. I don't want to be low anymore, to be low than how I am already, you know. And the lady, that lady, the way she came, okay, I know my husband was angry and I don't know what he said, but the lady, the way she came, no, I want to know if anything will happen to your child. And I was like, God, meaning some people, they just believe, they just think that they can discipline any child they found just anywhere. Guys, I just want someone to correct me here. It's really right for a 2-year child beating or laying a hand on the other 2-year, or let me say, like in that case, okay, let me say beating, fighting is something else, but it's still, there was still a day whereby we were outside of the house, we were just sitting in front of our house. Then that couple, the same boy who now was stabbed with a door by Junior, he threw there's something like a tire for a wheelbarrow, then it's outside, then he beat Junior on the head. You know, I felt bad. My son is crying. I know that it's head. I have just to take Junior and comfort him, like make him quiet. Then I gave him sort of like, babe, I'm sorry. And the mother was there, like, and the mother was like, oh, he beat him. I said, yeah, they are kids. I felt bad. My child, obviously, I have to feel bad. But I didn't react. I could not react because I know that child was not sent by anybody. I could not react because I know they are kids. No one just do bad things for no reason. But she decided to lay hand. Kama, she just beat him on the head. Now he lay down when he was going, like, mommy, auntie with Charlie beat me on the head. He just beat me on the head, and I don't like it. You know, I'm paining. Guys, I was in pain. I could not even bear it. Like, it's real happening. Now this is the second time. So now for me, I think I need to know more. Guys, it's really right for someone to discipline someone's child just like that? Guys, this is the question that I'm asking, because, you know, after all, still we are living in a society where there is a lot of kids, where still tomorrow kids, you found your child together with someone's child, and something will happen still, and maybe still I will act the same. I don't want to do that. But is really that good? And finding funny enough, the same person that when I went outside, when I asked, like, no, what happened, the same person who told me, like, no, nothing happened, she came like, no, Junior is wrong. What is wrong? Junior, you were just on top. I could really see that she wanted me fighting with the mother of that child. And it's not the same. Is this the same person also who, there was a day when we had a misunderstanding with the other lady who came to confront me. You know, my child is very, for example, okay, let me just be honest, my son is cute. And my son is very intelligent. My Junior can say anything. You know, he is just attractive. To be honest, he's that boy. But you find sometimes people, you know, Junior can play with something, then you'll be like, no, Junior, what? Okay, that lady is something which she said. I felt offended. Like, she said something like, no, Kama Junior did something. Oh, what's that? Junior is very naughty. So the lady said, no, I didn't talk to you. You know, I felt bad as a mother asking, because it was just a simple things maybe which he was trying to touch. But what if it was a serious? What if it could if he could break something which need to be paid out? Still, he could act. She could also react that way, like, no, I just spoke with a child, so nothing will be paid. It's just a child, like that. Now, in that case, when it happened with that lady, there is this lady again reacted like she wanted to take everything, like she wanted to make it fire. She wanted now, and I was like, For me, to be honest, I'm not that person. I'm not a violent person, and I'm not even ready just to fight in public or to create a scene or just to look like I'm not normal. No, I'm not that person. But I realize that this lady, I'm in danger. I have to move. We have this just giving me a sense that we need to move, because for now, including the child, we have to move out from that flat, because I don't feel safe for someone who just always wants you to fight. Or like, now I don't have big muscle. Like, what does she really want to see in me? Does she want to beat me, or what's that she's seeing in me which she feel offended of? I'm not that person who can just sit with someone and start talking stories. No. Every time from work, I know what I do. I cannot just sit there with people chatting, knowing that I have things that I have to do. I have a child that I have to take care of. I have a lot of things to do. Me, if I'm sitting down, either I'm maybe on my phone doing something, or resting just on the watching TV, or maybe like we are having a serious conversation maybe with my husband, like sitting or in Junior. It's not like I'm sitting outside where there's a lot of people just having just useless story. Never. So guys, please comment below, tell me, who really need to discipline your child, or in which way your child need to be disciplined, or is really right to beat someone's child just like that? Thank you very much guys for watching my video. I love you so much. You are all loved guys. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. I love you.